Yo, what's going on YouTube? Devour here. Today I'm showing you guys the best updated loot run on Dam Battlegrounds after we had the Hurricane update. I'm running it on a daytime with no multiplier. That way I can show you guys how good it is on its own. And then I also ran it again on nighttime and on Hurricane. Spoiler alert, the Hurricane is definitely the best in my opinion. And you can still use hatch keys, so you're not limited to just one area of the map as time starts ticking down and stuff like that. But I'm going to show you guys exactly where you need to be on the minimap and exactly where to look once we get into those areas. Please enjoy today's video. All right, fresh raid, bang, fresh raid. We're actually not that far either. We want to make our way over to the controlled access zone. I personally, once I get closer to the access zone, I like to just take the top route in and help this guy out real quick. All right. All good, partner, all good, partner. All right. Anyways, I like to jump in through this little skylight right here. I like to bring in some zip lines with me. There's normally going to be like 1 or 2 sentries around this area. I'm not too graceful around this area yet, but I just eat the fall damage. I don't really care. I got a ton of herbal bandages. There's going to be some ticks and fireballs at the bottom. We're going to head down here to the very bottom of it because we want to grab the battery. If there happens to be 4 people here... Oh, my gun doesn't want to pull out. That's and the tick just like literally jumped off. That was insane. Okay, cool. I like to bring some zip lines in with me. Not necessary, but it's just trying to make it as quick as possible for the video. You want to get to the bottom over here. Fireball number 1. Normally there's 2. Oh, it was a pop. He got blown up by the fire. But you want to make your way over to this zip line over here. This is normally where the battery is. I want to say about like 2 out of 3 times the battery's going to be over here. I can't even see this tick. I'm just blind firing. All right. I should turn up my NVIDIA filters for Hurricane, to be honest. But yeah, we're at controlled access. Jump off into this little elevator before you go to the top. Grab the battery. You can drop the battery. Like I said, I'm not going to be graceful. I'm just trying to do this as quick as possible. You can drop the battery, then drop down without taking fall damage. But we're going to take this battery up over here. If you do want to do the 4-person door, then you have to do this battery. That's step 1 anyways. So if you are here first like me, you might as well do the battery. And then inside the battery room, just inside the battery room alone on Hurricane, I managed to get a Venator 2 and a Toro 2 and a Renegade 2 and 3 wolf packs just out of that room alone. So that kind of tells you just how good this like little battery room is. And it's literally, there's only like 2 things to loot, and then there's a bunch of stuff on the desks. Yo, what's up, homie? You trying to do this door over here? If we can get 4 people to do the door, that's ideal, but right now we're doing a solo guide for Dam Battlegrounds, so it's not gonna be practical for everybody, unfortunately. But we're gonna put the battery in here. Bada bing, bada boom, we're gonna head up into there. And like I said, literally just a Hurricane, just doing this door alone because I was the only person here and I waited like another 10 minutes. Out of this right here, Toro 2, Veni 2, Rennie 2, and like 2 wolf packs just out of this little thing alone right here. Renegade 2, not bad, not bad. And then you got this little thing over here. We got a bunch of lockers to our left. Normally, the things that you need to open up the door is going to be a motor or an industrial battery and metal parts or wires and stuff. Normally you find most of that stuff in here. So if you are trying to open up that door, which has mega good goop in it, you want to like make sure you goop all the stuff over here. And then during nighttime or Hurricane raids, there's normally wolf packs sitting on that PC and stuff over there. So you definitely want to check that stuff as quickly as possible. I'm going to be grabbing a little bit different stuff because I really value springs, because springs is how you're going to be able to fully kit your guns and stuff like that. Just double checking everything. Now we want to head over here to these red lockers. We're going to goop all of this stuff, and then we're going to head out to our next location if we don't already have like 4 people here ready to go. But again, if you can do the 4-person door, there's so much good goop in there. And then you come back down to where we found like the battery area. You go to the left, there's this little ladder over here. Right next to that zip line that we took to grab the battery. Check these lockers out. Again, during a Hurricane, I'll literally find like volcanoes in these lockers. It's kind of crazy. In my opinion, Hurricane is definitely like the best mode to rock right now because it's just so profitable. I think I can actually see them nerfing it in the near future. But after you goop these things up here, We're gonna head back down over here to where we got the battery originally. Now we're gonna head on over to the floodgates. I'll show you guys where that is on the map. And we're just gonna kind of work, again, that's where you get the battery at. We're just gonna kind of work our way towards that side of the map. So now we're headed over to the floodgates. After the floodgates, we'll head over to the research and admin building. We'll go to the second floor of that. I'm gonna show you guys some good security breaches and some good weapons cases. All right, so we're getting really close to the floodgates. The easiest way to check if somebody's like hit this already so you don't waste your time is just kind of like look down here and see if the bridges have been like brought down or not. Oh, I'm just trying to hit the button, not the ladder. That's a cool game. Is he shooting at me? I don't think so. But nobody drew down any of the bridges. I thought that was a green backpack for a second. So we're probably clear over here. There's 2 breaches to do over here. Again, during the daytime, there's not gonna be like super crazy stuff, especially at this like far right-hand one. The left-hand one is the one that's gonna have 1 to 2 security breaches and a weapons case. If you're super lucky, you get 2 security breaches and a weapons case. But these are still worth it to check out, especially at like nighttime and stuff. You'll get like wolf packs in this grenade case. Sometimes trigger nades and stuff like that too. And then you can sometimes get some good blueprints in these bad boys right here. If you're looking for the snap hook blueprint, just make sure you do electromagnetic storm on Dam Battlegrounds. And then those little brown things that those brown boxes that you breach open, just try to do a bunch of those at the power. Rocketeer, Space Diddy. Try to do a bunch of those by the power hall area or over here at this bridge area. And you'll definitely get a snap hook blueprint. It's actually like, it's kind of crazy how much they drop. Again, we're right at the floodgates. This is the main door we want to check out. You actually want to try to do this one first if you can. We got to breach this door. We're hoping for 2 security lockers and a weapons case. And then this is definitely going to give us some more good guns. All right, no weapons case, but we did get 2 security lockers, so that's 2 security breaches. That's pretty good. After this, we're gonna head up to research and admin to the top of it. Torrente, not bad, not bad, not bad. Start replacing some of our ammo now. Again, you guys are gonna need like different stuff than me. You guys are gonna prioritize different stuff than me. Right now, I do need sensors, and I need gun parts to repair some of my Bobcats. And I always like to make sure every gun in my inventory is max level and fully kitted. So I love prioritizing springs personally. Like springs give you mod components and you need that for any attachment that's actually worth it. Like the lightweight stock, the blue compensator. You need springs for the blue extended medium mags and stuff like that as well. And we have a couple of lockers over here we can check. All right. This is why I like to bring zip lines. It just makes the runs a little bit faster. You can always use your SOLOS seeds on ropes, or you can like do a rope run. Keyed room right here. Honestly, you can always check after somebody does a keyed room. If they're like not in there at all, it's been abandoned. You can check, see if they left any goodies in there, but most likely they took all the good stuff. Even if people are up here, I always like to come to the top of research and admin over here, because everybody misses this weapons case over here. I think it actually has a pretty high spawn rate too, I'm not gonna lie. Osprey, not bad. We'll start a simple gun parts stack now, to be honest. Get rid of these lights. And then we're gonna check all the lockers over here as well.
Hello, friendly.
What's up, man? What's up, bro? How you doing, bro? You need anything? Oh, okay. Come over here to me. Come over here to me. I'll show you where the medical is.
No, just the medical area. I need to open 2 containers to complete my stuff.
Okay, yeah. Come over here. Come over here. Turn around. Turn around. We'll go over here. The medical. I don't know if there's 2 containers in this one. You might have to go to Annex instead. Annex has a bunch of containers. Man. Yeah, no problem. No problem, bro. This is the medical area. There's 1 container to open right there.
No.
There might be other stuff over here.
I need to open 2 containers. Open 2 containers.
Okay, well there's one container right here. 1 container right here, Poppy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only container though. You're probably gonna have to go to Annex, and then there's a medical area in Annex that has a bunch of containers. Oh, I'm all.
I tell you, I just need to open the container.
I'm all good. I'm all good, Poppy. I think that's the only container, though. I think maybe try open up this locker, maybe. I don't know if it counts as. I don't know if it counts as medical, though.
I don't know. Let me check.
Trying to help this guy out real quick. I think you're gonna have to go to Annex.
No.
I think you're gonna have to go to Annex. There's a bunch of containers at Annex to open.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. So what we want to do is we want to check out all these green lockers over here. That's why we're at the top. And then at nighttime, these lockers can obviously spawn like really good stuff. Lots of blueprints and stuff like that as well. If you're hunting blueprints. For me, I'm mostly just hunting like guns and gun parts and springs. You guys okay down there? Do you guys need any help or not? They sound like they got it. Is it teammate? Oh my god, okay. And then normally there's a cash bag back here. Again, if you guys can always prioritize different things than me. If you need advanced electrical components or electrical components, then obviously make room for that. I need wires, duct tape, and springs. There's a cash bag over here. Somebody hit it already. But just showing you guys the route that I would run. Checking here real quick. All right. On to the next location. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go pop into Annex. I like to use this pre-built zip over here. Normally helps out. I like sliding down the mountain, that's why. I'm kind of childish like that. I think everybody likes sliding down though. I personally like to bring in 5 sea grenades. They're extremely cheap to craft. I have tons of crude, and getting arc alloy is like super easy. And normally you don't want to use it like that. You want to only use the secret grenades like when you're getting absolutely like Piper parried by a ton of arc, and then it'll help like free you up. But we're gonna go over here to the top of Annex. We're gonna look and see if there's another security breach up here. Sometimes there's 2, if you're lucky. Again, I'll show you guys real quick. We're at Annex. We were at Research and Admin. Before that, we were at the Floodgates. And before that, we were at the controlled new zone on Dam. And then we do have another security breach to hit right here. Should give us another gun. Wolfpack, not too shabby. Wolfpacks are more expensive now, so I guess that's a little bit more rare now. Berletta, complex gun parts as well too. We'll just recycle that. All right, a little bit of lockers over here. I would normally just call it a day already too, but just to be extra thorough. Oh, anytime you get attachments and you have guns, make sure you guys throw those attachments on your guns. Unless you're not trying to be over encumbered, then you gotta kind of like weigh it out. Sometimes there's a security breach right over here on this wall to the right as well. And then just to be thorough, we're heading over to the power generation complex. You always want to check inside this little plane right here. There's normally a cash bag in here. Sometimes it can have some good stuff. Magnetic accelerator, not too shabby. Some more wires. Yeah, your needs are going to be different than my needs. I need a lot of wires. I need a lot of duct tape. I need a lot of springs. I like to have all my guns level 4 and fully kitted out with like the best attachments. I doubt that this isn't gooped already because we're like super deep into the raid, but just trying to be thorough with you guys. You can bring a power rod for that room. Normally there's a security breach right up against that wall. If it's not on the inside of this room, it's normally out here. But we did already get 3 this raid, so yeah, I guess there's not one out here either. But those are another 2 security breach spawns that you want to check for if you happen to spawn near this area and it's on the way to where you're going. Yeah, like I said, I love springs, so anytime you need springs and stuff like that, these little brown containers on Dam is going to be the easiest like spring farming thing, like by far. Rusted tools, recycle it out of the raid for more springs as well. And now I'm pretty sure we can just head home at the hatch. I might just kill this fireball just for the lulz. These new arcs take quite a lot of shots, but apparently if you shoot it right in the gas canister, right when he's about to shoot, apparently that's the best way to blow him up. Oh, we're out of ammo. I don't even know how I'm out of ammo. Maybe we leave. Okay, well, we're about to take some serious damage. At least we made it interesting. Excellent raid, excellent raid. Again, this was a daytime, no multiplier Dam Battlegrounds loot run, no PvP. 119K, not too shabby. We got a Renegade 2, Osprey run, Osprey 1, Torrente 2, Arpeggio 1, and a bunch of springs and wires and crude explosives, all these things that I needed, and a couple of processors in the process as well, and a wolf pack as well. I normally don't be using my wolf packs anymore, but I know some people just love throwing like tons of wolf packs at the queen and stuff like that. That is honestly a lot of fun. Maybe we'll have to make a video on that. So like I said at the start of the video, I ran this exact same raid on nighttime and on Hurricane as well. Here's our results for nighttime. I didn't get any weapons cases and I only had 2 security breaches. So little light on the guns in my opinion, but not too shabby. I think getting a security breach at nighttime and getting a Berletta 2 is kind of criminal. What do you guys think? Little pro tip, a lot of people don't grab the busted gun, but if you have room for it and you don't have like insane other goop, if you recycle it out of the raid, you actually get 5 simple gun parts for it and like 4 pieces of metal. So I actually always take the broken gun and stuff like that. And then here's our Hurricane results. And like I said at the start of the video, the Hurricane results definitely are the best. As you guys can see, Renegade 2, that's perfect. We're going to make that into a 4. We're going to put the best attachments on it right away. Bobcat 2, Tempest 2, and even a Venator 2 as well. The other stuff, I'm just going to recycle all those other bad boys just for gun parts and stuff like that. A bunch of springs as well, and 4 wolf packs also. None of these raids did I do the 4-person door, but if you can do the 4-person door, you could probably get this type of like goop shot just off that 4-person door and then just head out right after that. It depends on how evenly you guys split up the goop or how quickly you make it to the weapons cases before other people. Pro tip, if you're in that 4-person door room, there's 2 weapons cases in there. There's a weapons case right to the left, literally right away, and then at the back of the room there's a weapons case, and then underneath the staircase on the back right hand corner of that 4-person door as well, once you're all the way inside, there's 2 red lockers over there. Those red lockers normally give a lot of good stuff, and the red tool case, the red toolbox that's right on the inside of the door, literally right away, that normally has, at least at Hurricane, it normally has like a volcano or a tempest literally sitting right on top of it. So if you know what to look for right away, you can goop all the guns kind of like right away. But if I do the 4-person door, I like to like evenly split everything with everybody, try to make sure everybody eats, that's why. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you enjoyed this video from start to finish, please drop a code word pasta in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once I get around to the other maps, I'll do updated loot runs for Buried City, probably my favorite map, Spaceport, and Stella, and whatever else there is, Blue Gate. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Peace out, babies.
I think I changed brown, cause when the bitches hear this, they're gonna be like, wow. Smoking gas, living fast, wearing velvet. Looks like a 4 or 5 to the pelvis. Plenty money going around.